It takes stuff to make stuff, but I think I now have too much stuff. I've been buying a lot of tools and parts to make some of the world's most amazing, beautiful, bespoke keyboards you've ever seen, and occasionally to make videos, but over the last couple of months, it's been increasingly difficult to find anything. And I lose my glasses under something like once a week. And glasses without his glass is just Spanish. Something has to change. Holy moly. Oh right. Whilst my henchmen are cleaning and compiling the stuff we have in our office, warehouse and basement, I gave myself the best and the worst job of all. Clearing, identifying and fixing all of the keyboards in the Glarses company. Ooh, I know what I'll start with. You. This is the cyberboard in all its glory. I remember the hype for this board when it came out was crazy. The keyboard market in, I want to say 22, was still kind of exploding with crazy avant-garde designs, and it really doesn't get any crazier than the cyberboard. If I remember correctly, I was given one early, but when I was building it, I realized that it came with a broken PCB.
And I don't actually remember if I changed it, so... And not even 5 minutes into my first diagnostic, I discovered a problem.
Fraser, do you know I can get a screwdriver set?
There should be one around here. Someone keeps losing.
I've never lost a single thing in my life, Fraser. You know that. You can testify that I've never lost anything.
Maybe it's just the batteries were bad. I actually don't remember the story anymore. It might not have been the PCB. If that's the case, you know what? I'm just gonna test it. Okay, so I was right. I didn't ever fix the new PCB. I guess bad and good, because it means I now have to rebuild it, but at least I'm not gonna sit there trying to make something work that will never work. Woo. Okay, and one more. There you go. Okay, that's the old PCB out. Now I need to unscrew it. Okay, so what is keeping this plate in place? So you can see, even though I've taken off everything on this plate, it's not just coming out because the plate is held together by very tiny hex screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. There you go. That's what we want. And then we can take our new, fresh, hip, younger. I lost it. Where is it? PC, no, that's my LZ PCB. Guys, can you find the PCB? Is it behind me? Oh, it's over here. Screw in PCB mount stabilizers. The bane of my existence.
I usually play the Phineas and Ferb building montage music here, but I got copyright striked, so skibby up, dibby up, dibbity da, skibby up, dibby up, dibbity da, skibby up, dibby up, dibbity da, skibby da, ba da ba ba.
There you go, rebuilt PCB. Okay, let's bring this with us and try and see if this will actually work.
But before I could even test it,
Oh gosh.
I think I discovered the real problem.
Oh no, this ribbon cable is bought. No.
It looked like one of the ends of the ribbon cable pads were stripped,
No way you broke something else. Oh my.
breaking the connection from the main keyboard PCB to the daughter board that plugs into the computer. I couldn't find the spec for the ribbon cable on Angry Mouse website, so I did what any good hobbyist does and pulled out a tape measure.
By my estimates, the distance between the centers of these conductors is about 0.1 centimeters. And so based on that, I think I have found what should be the right cables, but we will find out tomorrow. Okay, you really should not twist ribbon cables like that, but moment of truth. Well, I've got the JST cable in now, but it seems to be making a... You're getting an error that's basically saying unknown USB device descriptor request failed. I don't really know what that means. Ah! Okay, I give up. Yeah, L.
Yeah, and that was just the first keyboard. Surely it won't get any worse than this. There were around 45 or so keyboards with some part of them incomplete, but fortunately most of them were just missing a keycap or a switch, so I logged them straight into my inventory spreadsheet as is, until I found a peculiar looking keyboard, missing a full set of keycaps.
Ooh, I know what we'll do next. Ho ho, holy moly. We are looking at keyboard royalty over here. I think this is one of my first vintage-ish keyboards. It is my LZ CLS MS with a carbon fiber plate and Cherry MX Browns. I was always a big fan of Korean keyboards with their big brass weights and improper color matching. It was always really funny to see that one half of your keyboard would just be a slightly different shade of black to the other, but hey, we've come a long way. I don't remember why I put Cherry MX Browns in here. Open sesame. I think I genuinely wanted to try my friend's good Cherry MX Browns, which I didn't like. Yay, desoldering time, we love desoldering. So I guess the keyboard's not actually broken. My burr gun. I think this is the third one I've had. But since it's got Cherry MX Browns in it, it's not really fit for purpose. Oh, just crisp. Just perfect tolerances, man. And done.
If the MX Browns are out, something has to go back in, and after some reflection,
And I know exactly what switches we can put in here.
there could only be one choice.
Cherry MX Purples. The irony and the comedy is not lost on me. I still find it hilarious that I went from making jokes about my dislike of Cherry MX Browns to then making a signature switch, my favorite switch, with Cherry themselves. Life comes at you fast. They are currently on sale at glarses.com. 40% off, use code FINALSALE if you guys want to experience the Goldilocks of the tactile world. Remember, final sale.
Keyboards have played about with some really cool features in the last couple of years. Different mounting styles, structures, case latching, stabilizers, sound deadening options. The list goes on.
Two more, one more. Look at that. I'm done.
Which all have their place, but by contrast, this build felt acoustic almost. One could say analog even. It was like a hard reset for my brain, and I really enjoyed it.
I know exactly where you're going. Got a space for you right here. And I have a space for all of you, Cherry MX Browns, right here.
It was super interesting to see how many modern and older keyboards I had when I sorted the spreadsheet by year. And even more interesting to see how many of those keyboards were older than me, including this next one.
Oh, okay. I know where we are going next. It is time to get vintage. Ladies and gentlemen, the M0115. This may surprise you, but this is a keyboard made by Apple. Kind of. Now, these are the Apple-related keyboards that I like. This is objectively a chonk. Like, can you imagine now comparing this keyboard to the keyboards that Apple make today? Sorry. A lot of the 80s and 90s Apple keyboards had a different kind of key switch to the one you see in modern mechanical keyboards, in that they were based off the Japanese brand Alps line of switches, SKCM, SKCL for the linear ones. I'm quite a fan. I actually have a couple of favorites. Wait 1 second, actually. Like this one. This is my Apple IIc terminal. This took me years to find one that wasn't £1 billion or just in terrible condition. I always said I was gonna retrowrite it and make it all nice and white and clean, but didn't end up doing that. Anyways, I don't think this keyboard is broken. It is a bit dusty, but it's not broken in any way. It's just missing the keycaps, which I harvested from this keyboard to use for my Luna 2. Now, this keyboard is one of the most gorgeous keyboards. You probably already know him, but AIO3 is one of the most talented designers in this hobby. At the peak of my Alps phase, I also spent a lot of time and a fair amount of money trying to source this keyboard, which I ended up building with some SKCM Blues, which are clicky. Here's a sound test. But I think I only used it like a week because everybody in my office hated me. Did I break this? No, I feel like actually there also was another reason I stopped using it. Now plugging in my Luna 2, expecting to light this up with all the keys, bar a couple, but in fact, what is going on? Okay, well that's not right. Sometimes you leave these things and they just self-destruct.
One question I get a lot is, why do you build keyboards on an ironing board? And the truth of it is, it has ironing in the name, and what do you build keyboards with? Exactly, soldering iron. Also, I'm almost 7 years into doing this. I'm not changing my brand anytime soon, even though it is actually a pain to build.
Darn, I didn't check if I was pushed all the way through and I just pulled it out, and I need a better setup for my broken soldering iron. Holy moly. Okay, well that should sort it. I assume I've done this correctly. All of those should light up. Okay. I mean, it's pretty good. So long as you don't want to write any sentences with QWUSFL, comma, 2.
Okay, right, so I'm clearly not the best at fixing the things I may or may not have broken, but the aim of the game today is spring cleaning and spreadsheeting. Plus also discovering all of the wacky things I've bought and never built, like this behemoth of a keyboard.
Oh, okay, one hand, this is heavy. This is my, I'm gonna call it my Brass 108, but I do believe it is actually the LF 108. You're probably thinking, if you bought the keyboard, why don't you know what it's called? And there's a story for that. So back in the day, I used to browse this website and application called Shanyu. It is a Chinese marketplace comparable to something in between, I want to say, Amazon and eBay. Bear in mind, this app is completely in Mandarin, and I'm British, Nigerian. I don't speak a lick of Mandarin. So effectively the way I would browse it was just by looking at the pictures and seeing what looked nice. I came across this picture of this keyboard and I was trying to figure out, number one, what it was, but also figure out, number two, what it was made of. I put in whatever the name of the keyboard was, the list I had, into Google Translate, and I did this back and forth a lot, and the result was something like Brass 106 or Brass 108, and I was just like, yeah, I have to have that. So I bought it, but I didn't just put it into my basket, put my address in and ship it. No. I take the link from my app, which I had to figure out how to make an account for, which you usually can't do because you have to be in mainland China. Don't ask me how I did it, I don't remember. I take that link and I copy it into my parcel reforwarder in Guangdong. I pay my money to them and I pay an extra surcharge, and they will buy it from the seller on Shanyu and ship it to their warehouse. They'll then take these, these like 360 by 480 top-down pictures, right? They'll send that to me, I'll see the pictures and verify that's the stuff I want. And then when I'm happy with that, I will pay more money for them to parcel the box and forward it from China to me in London. And that was just to get one keyboard, which I did probably like 3 or 4 times. I think I shipped like near 100, maybe 150 kilograms worth of keyboards and parts from China. Yeah, now I know why I don't have any money. It's my net worth is just in the Brass 108 and other keyboards. Oh, a bunch of these are stripped.
Yeah, nothing foreshadows a simple, enjoyable keyboard build like not even being able to open the case because it came with a stripped screw. I just love it when that happens, honestly.
Okay, if there's only one screw left. Okay, we can just take it apart by spinning it.
This took so gosh darn long that my phone died, which I kinda needed since I was using it to film some of this video, but fortunately, Ugreen have me covered with their MagFlow magnetic wireless power bank. It delivers up to 25 watts of charging, which would power an iPhone 16 Pro Max to 50% in around 38 minutes. Having a magnetic Key 2 enabled charger that just snaps to the back of my phone means I can just put both of them in my pocket whilst I go about my day. It also comes with a built-in USB Type-C cable, which doubles as a strap. It's pretty neat actually if I wanted to charge another device. So now I could go back to spinning, and then I realized that, wait, I have a work phone. I can just use that. But it's been dead for 3 days because I always forget to charge it, but Ugreen still have me covered with their MagFlow 2-in-1 25 watt magnetic wireless charger. I can pop this bad boy on my desk, put my phone on it, my watch or my headphones down at the end of the day, and in the morning, they'll all be charged. It easily snaps and holds my phone in place, takes up very little space on my desk, so I don't have to worry about either of my phones dying indoors or on the go, or whilst I'm spinning my keyboard open. Holy moly, why is it taking so long? Check out Ugreen's MagFlow power bank and wireless chargers with my link in the description.
Almost there. How many threads does this screw have? It just had to be the densest keyboard. Oh, I did it. This has been such a hard week.
Ah, well, you see, past Glarses, you thought your week was hard in totality.
Brass case, or brass plate.
But really, your week has only been hard so far.
Okay, well, I don't have as many of these as I thought I do, so swapsies. Let me get some keycaps for this spacing.
You see, keyboard builders often use keycaps to determine if you've placed the switches on the bottom row in the right places, especially when you have 2 or more options for the layout you could choose.
Oh, bother. I didn't look at the key size.
And I thought this particular layout looked a bit off,
What
and
is this?
boy, was I right.
This is Chinese Winkyless, isn't it? Ugh.
WinKeyless, short for Windows Keyless, a keyboard layout without the Windows key on the bottom row. You see, a lot of custom keyboards with a bottom row like this are paying homage to the keyboards of old that didn't feature a Windows key because before Microsoft introduced it, it didn't exist.
No, I can't even like adjust the thing. And then put the switches in again, and because it's a brass plate, they're gonna be hard to take out.
Some of the custom keyboards that came out of China had a variant of this bottom row with smaller blockers. That was quite rare, and since I was so used to typical Winkyless, I forgot that this was even a possibility.
Why didn't I look? Why didn't I look? Yeah, like what key can fit there? I don't even have a keycap set for this. Yeah, what the hell? I'm so confused. I don't actually know what to do here. I can't even build a keyboard. That's what I've spent the last 6 years doing. I don't think I fixed a single keyboard that was broken in the last week. But man, I've got so rusty. Okay, I'm back. IQQ'd. No, I'm fine. Okay, so this should center. You see, that's not centered, so this can't work. Okay, look, but Chinese style Winkyless, right? You have a 6.25 spacebar in the center of your bottom row, but there's no way to center this 6.25 spacebar here, which is why it's not working. So it's actually cooked. I'm gonna take it out again. I just want to be done.
And eventually, after the 5th build, I was ready to crown this bad boy with some even more baller keycaps. Fraser, can you find the metal keycaps for me, please? Aluminium GMK Olivia,
I feel like I said to it.
also known
This is
as
them, right?
No way, my goat. Alluvia. Aww.
What?
It's only TKO.
That does make sense. All your keyboards are TK.
Yeah, it does. I also don't have the 10 screws anymore, so I'm just gonna topple bottom.
What do you have currently? Well, you've lost a screw.
I didn't lose it, it just doesn't, it's stripped.
Probably, say top.
Okay, so I'll go bottom.
I should have known that. Yeah. I want to hear what this sounds like.
Okay, this baseball just does not latch to these stabilizers for some reason.
That's pretty good.
Nah, bro, you're not allowed to use this in the office.
It's not that much. Oh.
Yeah. This is the most annoying keyboard ever.
What would make it louder?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Desk might collapse if I put this on it as well. This is quite heavy.
I hate that I actually kind of like how it sounds. Well, you know what they say, never give up. I want to cry. After I got back, there was really only one more keyboard that needed fixing, and it's too big to avoid anymore.
I've been trying to put it off, but I know I can't put it off any longer. Fraser! Giant keyboard time! Do you remember what it was like to build this keyboard the first time?
I've blocked it out.
I thought it was a good experience.
You did it.
Okay, how do we do this?
You see, the only issue with my 100 kilogram, 220 pound big friendly keyboard is that it's missing a couple of switches that I harvested from it to build my 18-foot long friendly single row keyboard.
I feel like every time I've used them, it's always been a bane of my existence.
And just as I predicted, my existence
Well, that's not good.
was baned.
That needs to be soldered in. Are they all like that?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I thought this was going to be so easy. That's why you wanted to put it side on, because the holes weren't.
When we desoldered the switches out of the giant keyboard PCB, we didn't actually desolder them. We just melted the pins and poked them through. That meant that there was still residual solder, so right now we can't even mount our switches without risking breaking the ring clean off or doing something even worse.
You did this. You were like, oh, let's look how great my method is.
Series D drive.
Okay, what's the plan?
Okay, so we got to take it out to put it on the side. You're going to put the switch in roughly where the pinouts are, and as I heat it, and you apply a little bit of force, as I heat it, it will melt the socket, and so it can go like in. I'm going to try and not burn myself.
Is it good? I think it's moving in.
Yeah.
Are you pushing it back?
No, I think there's something wrong.
Why is it fighting me back?
Maybe this wasn't as simple as I thought it was going to be. But hearing solder melt is kind of scary. There's
I don't
so
know.
much of it. Oh, yeah.
You guys in? Did it push the plate?
I think the pin on this one bent.
Well, that makes sense.
Our first attempt was unsuccessful.
I was like, oh, egg. But what am I meant to do?
We didn't factor in one of the pins getting bent and not going straight through.
We could just desolder it. Because there's no pin in it. We can just desolder the area. Just hoover it up.
That's actually maybe a better idea.
I'm surprised we haven't burnt the carpet more.
Yeah, actually.
The only time we burn it was when we set it on fire. We did. Oh.
This is actually so dumb.
What do you mean?
I saw goop.
Oh yeah. I saw like a teardrop.
And not just any teardrop, a 400-degree molten rain teardrop. Oh boy.
Is it actually working from this angle?
I think it's hard to get this to suck it up because it's going vertically. I think we should put it down. To suction it, you need a seal, right? And it's kind of like, I'm trying to do corners. I'm trying to give a smart explanation to what is a really stupid endeavor.
You do not like life.
So our seal method didn't quite work, so
Fraser had the ingenious idea of mopping up the melted solder with a scrap of cardboard he found wedged into the carpet.
Oh, you're gonna get stuck. Wait, no, that's a terrible idea. That's a terrible phrase.
Which, surprise, surprise, did not work.
No, I know what to do. For the ones that don't work, we'll just dual solder. Oh wait, we could just do that for all of them.
And after multiple attempts,
Yeah.
we ended back
Alright,
at
let's
our
do that.
tried and tested method, the General Grievous. Heating both solder joints with 2 soldering irons and simultaneously pushing or pulling a switch into place. This method has never failed, never injured me, and never run around or deserted me. But there's a first time for everything.
I'm attempting to do both.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Is it melting?
Yeah.
Is it looking lime?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's liquid too. This This just feels so like stupid and low-key dangerous that I'm actually not having fun. Wait, hold it, hold it.
I'm having a decent time. Oh, are you okay?
I think we might need a new method. Oh! Okay, I think we take the L. I think we take the L.
What even happened? What even happened?
So you pushed through and there was such a gunk of thing that it snapped through and that just forced...
Damn.
He tried to kill me.
This was your idea.
You tried to kill
This was
me.
your idea.
You knew my idea
Yeah,
was
always-
past, and you let me go
I
through
wanted
with
to drill it.
And the last keyboard is... Oh! This is my very first keyboard ever. This is a 2010 Corsair K70. Yeah, I've been in the game longer than you'd probably think. There's a good story to this keyboard which I might tell one day, but it means a lot to me. I would not be in this hobby or have undertaken this addiction without this keyboard. It fundamentally changed the way I see keyboards, and in so doing fundamentally changed the course of my entire life. So in some sense I should probably hate this keyboard because I'm stuck in this dumb hobby, but in other sense I'm very thankful to it. I mean, I cleared all my keyboards out, I identified all the ones that I had, but the ones that really had issues, I don't even think I properly fixed a single one, man. But weirdly enough, this is probably some of the most fun I've had just messing about with keyboards in admittedly a really long time.